Hi friends, today we start the disinfection or the sterilization. So I think all of you know that the method, that is meaning of this disinfection. So why you use this disinfection means was to, as we know, the water sample contains some type of bacteria or some type of microorganisms that are effective to the health, that is harmful to the human health. So that type of bacteria we are going to remove with the help of this disinfection process. So here disinfection means what? We are going to kill the bacteria, that is pathogenic bacteria present in the water sample, that we are going to kill. So that method is called as disinfection. Only the pathogenic bacteria we are going to kill, so that we can call it is a disinfection. Here sterilization means what? The means it is a process. Here we are killing all type of bacteria present in the water sample. So the difference between disinfection and sterilization means what? Here disinfection only to this process is used to kill the pathogenic bacteria that are harmful to the human health, and sterilization means all type of bacteria present in the water that may can be clear. Okay, so here, so this disinfection, sterilization and chlorination, these are all the same type of treatment methods used in the water treatment plant. So today we start this disinfection. So in this there are various methods are there, methods of disinfection. Methods of disinfection. The first one is boiling of water. Boiling of water. Second one, treatment with excess slime. Treatment with excess slime. And third one, treatment with ozone. Treatment with ozone. So these are the three methods we are going to use in the disinfection. So here this boiling of water may call it is a physical treatment method of disinfection. This is a physical method. And treatment with excess slime and ozone, these are, you may call it is a chemical methods of disinfection. Chemical methods. So these type of methods we are going to use in the methods of disinfection to kill the pathogenic bacteria. So one by one we see here. The first one, boiling of water. Boiling of water means what? Here it can only kill the existing germs but cannot take care of the further possible contaminations. Means what? Boiling, while when you start boiling of water means the present whatever the pathogenic bacteria is present in the water, that may kill at the present while boiling, but the further contamination of water you cannot stop that, you cannot prevent that type of possible things. Hence it is not used for disinfection in public supplies. For that reason, however, during waterborne epidemics or public in advised to drink the boiled water. So this is what means. In public water supply system we cannot use this boiling, that is this method of disinfection. Okay, second one, treatment with excess slime. Treatment with excess lime. So excess lime means, lime is it is generally used as a water softening or water purification. It is water purification system. In water purification system we can use the excess lime in the treatment of, you may call to adjustment of pH. Otherwise this method, this lime is also used for the disinfect as a disinfectant. Okay, so in the water purification plant for softening, or for softening means what? To remove the hardness of the water. It means it reduces the hardness of the water. For that reason also we are using the lime here. So the lime may kill the bacteria also, and this may also reduces the hardness of the water. Hardness of the water. Therefore, the excess lime when added to water in fact raises the pH value of water. So, to maintain the pH value, to remove the pathogenic bacteria, to kill the pathogenic bacteria, and as well as to reduce the hardness of the water. For these three reasons we are using excess lime for the treatment of water, and it is the best disinfectant used in the water treatment plant. Then in this method, for practically, if you consider this excess slime, the removal of bacteria and the need of removal of excess slime from the water before it can be supplied to the general public, that is general public system. So excess slime whatever used in the used as a disinfectant, that should be removed in the public water supply system. For that reason also we can use the recarbonation may be may remove the excess slime present in the water sample. Okay, so this is what the treatment with excess slime. By using this we can reduce or we can kill the pathogenic bacteria present in the water sample. So next one is what the treatment with ozone. Treatment with ozone. So as we know, by using this equation, 3O2 is reduces in the presence of dissociates in the presence of under high electric arc voltage. Presence of this dissociates as a nascent, that is that will forms the ozone, that is 2O3. So this, as we know, the nascent oxygen produced in this system is a powerful oxidizing agent, and it also removes the organic matter as well as the bacteria from the water sample. For that reason we may call it is as a disinfectant. Okay, so ozone being unstable, nothing remain in water by the time it reaches the distribution system. Okay, and it also being used to remove the bacteria present in the water sample. Okay, and it also removes the color or taste or odor from the water sample in addition to removing the bacteria from it. So it also removes, these are all characteristic present in the parameters, excess parameters present in the water sample. So this is what the treatment with ozone. So these are all main three methods of disinfection we are using in the water treatment plant. So in boiling of water is not, it is called as a physical treatment, physical method of disinfectant, and these are two type of disinfectant methods of disinfection are called as the chemical disinfection methods. Okay, let us we start, let we see the requirements of good disinfectant. Requirements of a good disinfectants. So in that first one, so whatever that whatever the material is used as a disinfectant, that should be capable of, they should destroy all the harmful pathogens and make it safe for use. That should kill or that may destroy the pathogenic, all type of pathogenic bacteria present in the water. And second one, they should not take more time in killing of bacteria, means time consumption is less. Within the short period of time they may kill the bacteria or pathogenic bacteria present in the water. So the time is important while choosing, the time consumption is important while choosing the good disinfectant. Third one, they should be economical and easily available. Economical and easily available. Fourth one, they should not require high skill for their application, means easily we can use that type of disinfectant so that the effective treatment of the water, effective disinfection of the water maybe takes place. So that type of disinfectant should be chosen while using for the treatment of water sample. And fifth one, after the treatment should not become toxic and objectionable to the users. Means when you use any type of disinfectant, it should not become a toxic, means it should not to the toxic to the users or consumers while after the treatment. So that type of disinfectant may be chosen for the treatment of water. And another one is that what the concentration should be determined by simple and quickly, means the whatever the concentration may be present in the disinfectant, that should be easily find out. So that type of disinfectant should be chosen. So these are all what some requirements of a good disinfectants. So next we see the chlorination. Chlorination is also used in the water treatment plant to kill the bacteria, pathogenic bacteria present in the water, in the raw water. In the water treatment, this is also used for the treatment, that is to kill the bacteria present in the water sample. So means the chlorination means what? In the treatment process, water in the treatment, we are going to add the chlorine to the water while treating the water. This the addition of chlorine to the water is called as chlorination. Addition of chlorine to the water means what? Chlorine in the form of Cl2 plus water, this equals, that will forms hypochlorous acid and as well as hydrochloric acid. This you may call hypochlorous acid and this is hydrochloric acid. And here we are going to maintain the pH less, that is greater than 5. Okay, and this hypochlorous acid again dissociates under the high pH, that is pH range up to 8, that is greater than 8, and pH is 7. In this case, that will form the hydrogen ion and hypochlorite ions, that is OCl minus. This may call hypochlorite ion. So these type of reactions will takes place when you add chlorine to the water to kill the bacteria present in the, that is pathogenic bacteria present in the water sample. So this is what the chlorination, this type of reaction maybe takes place. Okay, so let us we see the various forms of chlorination, that is free available chlorine, chlorine demand, residual chlorine, and the methods of chlorine, that is doses of chlorine, that may see here later. So before starting that, we can see here, that is what are the advantages of using this chlorination as a disinfectant in the water treatment plant. So what are the advantages of using a chlorine in a water treatment plant? Advantages. So in that first one, this chlorine is manufactured easily by electrolytes of common salts. That is common salts means NaCl, sodium chloride. By using this, we can manufacture easily that chlorine, so it is easily available as a disinfectant. Second one, it is a powerful oxidant, that is oxidizing agent, and it also penetrates the cell wall of organisms and it also contains. Next one, third one, the dosage can be controlled precisely. Fourth one, can be easily detected by simple ortholytic test. And fifth one, it doesn't form harmful constituents on reaction with organics or inorganics present in the water sample, means it cannot be harmful to after the treatment of water sample. So these are all what the advantages of using this chlorine as a disinfectant in the water treatment plant. So this is what the chlorination. In the next video we can see, that is various forms and various doses of chlorine. Thank you.